Just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna take some water. So you said the volume is music is high, me is low. No, I have to do the opposite. Voice low? No, no, no. Music can be low. I have to be high. Yay. So. There we go. Let me get rid of my red nothingness. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, someone asked me for euro today. Who was it? Yeah, Poca for I don't know these number names. Kind of hard. Yeah, he wants long, but I see them taking these highs. But the entry, there is PPI today. It can easily weak downwards. Or if we take this before the news, it will be probably a reversal in Europe. But for NQ, that's. I remember what we talked about NQ. For NQ, we said that we didn't like that this candle never expanded above the previous day. So if we are bullish, we want to see this thing hitting the daily high and displays above, and then continue higher. You see, same thing. But when you start taking the high and close inside, it's like this example here. You can, well, we can debate that this it never hit it there. Pushes through, but it taken it afterwards. But you see, it never displays above the previous day. And I have to check now, what day was that? Monday 17th, Tuesday 18th of June. Let me 17th of June. Now this is yeah, that's also true. Like, you have also this one here. It was on top step somewhere. There is a gap on 19. I think it's the price you say yes. By the way, make sure you always have B adjusted on these charts and not the set. Set is usually having, it opens them. It's not that great to have it. But now, let's see. 18th of June. I'm just curious because 18th of June, core retail, manufacturing, and then bank holiday 19 Wednesday. Is it 20? Ah, that's why it didn't move. It was 18. We don't have 19, it's 20. Yeah, you know why you don't see it? Because you have the set. Disable it, you don't want it, it messes up your chart. Also, this is the continuous contract. Unemployment claims. See? And this was lower than expected, which practically is bullish. This is what I was saying in TPW Discord. Unemployment claims was bullish for the market, but what did the market do? It's just sweeping the high and come lower. We hold that one. But this move is super similar to this. And what I do believe is happening actually. One sec. So there are 2 points I look. I'm more inclined for this one, but how I think about it see, every time we had this red, it was just coming towards zones. I love these candles. Let's mark it. 1 second. I'm just very curious. Oh boy. I don't know. I have built a new relationship with the yellow eggs. If you haven't noticed, I built a new relationship with the yellow eggs. For the first time, I actually can see what it does. Yeah, I think if we come in these, like usually we get the 3 red days. But I don't know. I don't know if it's actually gonna be 1 or 2 days. I look for. We taken the previous day low, but we didn't tap the liquidity here. And the gap we are speaking about is this one. I can show you. Yeah, this is one account that I left to trade today. This one, yeah? 19, 3, 30. What was the day? 10th of June. 10th of June. Let's see. I have to bring that account back to life. Forex Factory. I think it was the 10th of June. Might be the NFP in the previous month. So funny, it's just going up and up and up. 10th of June. Is that correct? Let's see. Yeah. 10, 11, 12. 10-year board auction. Weird. It's pretty weird. But what I said today, I want it to be a neutral day basically. On the higher time frame, still up. It almost feel that they want to reset the 4-hour. Yeah, so I think they're gonna do something like this. 20th of June, they brought it down. Ah, yeah. Pretty much. So it's like once in a month. They're resetting the 4-hour wave. You see? I shit you know that everyone was bearish here. So I think they're gonna do the same here. Same, all same. Damn, I like these colors. One second now. Cool. So I look to go higher today. We can see 1 hour. So this was the previous day low. I wanted to sweep here also. I wanted on the New York Open or in the news to take these lows. When it does this, I'll be comfortable holding longs. But if it starts moving up from here without taking this, it's like the signature, it will go back to that. And we'll probably do a retracement. Somewhere here, people will get bullish again and then off we go. Of course, if we just scalp it, we can make money on this and on this. But in general, if we want to see higher, I want to see that. And I pretty much think that the ES might look the same. We never visited these ones. Now that's ES holds way better. It has been always. So we took the lows there. We never did here. Actually, this looks way weaker. So if it's a retracement down, see on Nasdaq it looks it would be a green day, but on ES looks maybe we have more pain. I mean, it looks way better. Way better. And it took the high and the low. Usually it's a reversal. When you get the high and the low of the daily candle, I would not try to trade this, but it's usually a reversal. And you see we are still in a premium zone. So I wouldn't search for longs. Actually, I might search for shorting it, but compared to Nasdaq, this is much better. Like Nasdaq really took a shoe back. Do you see the difference, Andy, between the two? And see, YM is kind of different than both. When the two were pumping, YM was sideways. The Dow. But it finally broke the range. I might even trade Dow today. Voice is very low. How about now? Hope I'm not screaming. Do you hear me better now? So is the music too loud or is me too low? Hello, you have your volume on max. I make some adjustments on the mic. I think it just gets too noisy if it's too loud. I have to put some filters, but I'll fix it. Have to do some self streams. No, your voice is low. Okay. So we kinda range on the DAO. Like okay, I clean everything. So we are holding like bullish elements like from the monthly, which does something positive. I mean, we don't even go to discount on the monthly, and it's but it has been weaker compared to like Nasdaq. Like look Nasdaq monthly and then see YM. So higher time frame, I'm still like looking for higher, but this has been ranging basically. This has been our range here. Like you can see the compression, but finally looks it's trying to break out. I'm slightly more bullish than bearish, not only on the higher time frame but like daily. We get displacements and then we break structures. Like we had equal highs here. We've taken them, but we are not like dumping. See all the accumulation on this fairway gap. So that's not what I try to do. So I'm looking really DAO to catch up with the other ones. So we put this low and then we have been making higher lows. One thing I don't like about the higher lows, you can pretty much feed trend lines, which means there is liquidity building up on this side. So when we come here, if we don't break out like with like same power as we dump, basically it's gonna come down crashing. If this is just a run to fill sell orders, it's gonna come hard. So we want to see it closing above this, like July has to close above 40,800. But because we day trade and we don't really care, really what it does, it looks like the daily is swept, but that's not so convincing to me. This is our range on the daily. We are in the expensive side of it. Let's see. So New York opens 9:30. What we can expect, let's see what London did. I have to add London to have it here. Yeah, we have all the juicy stuff here. Yeah, so London took Asia and the previous day high. We get bearish divergence here. So in half an hour, I think we get the red news, isn't it? It's kind of hard to read. I bet it will go higher, but and that was kind of funny yesterday. Dow was flying and then Nasdaq was just dying. Yeah, so July 12th, core PPI 330 in 1 hour. This is very shallow. I mean, it dumped a lot usually in this kind of days. When it's like this, I will try to get at least the low of Asia, and if there is nearby liquidity, I'll try to squeeze 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is what I try to get most of the times, which is solid. But I want to see, and this is pretty ugly. Well, that's your fair value gap there. We broke the low here. I mean, minimum target would be here. I mean, if you enter here, maybe put stop loss here. 1.8. But news might just bring it down more to send it up. So if it's gonna be a bullish thing, like a bullish day, it has to come down, take the lows from these sessions and reverse it up. That's what I think it will do. This is a kind of bad, like when you have like red days all the time, we want to see this basically to go long. This Mr. Yellow X on the lows here. When you have red days, you see like London does nothing. So we basically don't have any information. Let me add more. We walk blind, or we can just anticipate the price action. Like you see normal days, you have London taking the low, make the low of the day, pumps, you get a continuation. There you go. Same here. Takes a high, takes a low. I think this is what news? 1st of July. Do we have something? 1st of July. Yeah, PMI. Now that explains that price action. So the economic calendar is always your map. Yeah, so I would have, I mean, if I was seeing this earlier, I could have played the short here, but we can wait for the long. If it appears. What is there for? 1 hour. 15. It's all dying down. We're gonna see what the news gonna do. Yes, I want to see it lower, but it will do the same. Nasdaq just takes the lows and it continues. Yes, 4 lows. No problem, and thank you for coming. Yeah, let's see. Oh my god, this long is still running. So I took a long here today in the TPM Discord. Actually, I close it here. 2 hours or something like 2 hours. Actually, well, was something like this. But we never had the re-entry. And this is an entry we were waiting for some time. We still believe that we are bullish on the monthly. We never taken the high there. We bounced from a monthly fair value gap, inversion basically. We are holding a monthly fair value gap. Our monthly waves are still looking up. And on the daily we had a break of structure. That's a red one. And we wanted to long here. Why I wanted to long there? It's in the discount part of the range. We actually were expecting it to come, maybe test the inversion here, which it did. But because my fair value gap was wrong, I didn't see it. But I took the long anyway. There you go, see how everything aligns together? Perfect. So we were expecting it to dip here and then, well, this is a paper trading account, but I just take my trades there also. I took the scalp on my funded account, but I keep here these trades to validate my idea. See the 4 hour, I'm gonna clip up and it will give you a monthly 4 hour long entry. Let's mark the monthly. Yeah, you're above the. Why is a hidden bull though? You're above the monthly open, but it's still. Just put some alerts because I will forget. I mean, if we put the what just happened? What did just happen? I'll have to check the video. You're gonna make me fall now? Right, let's go. 1% risk. I don't know why it closed. Did I click something? I don't know. Oh well. will take a second here. We didn't took this one, we were thinking. Yeah. So we want to complete this, but this gonna go higher. That's the all-time high here. That's what you want to hit. Daily, it doesn't look good, but I think this will gonna do something like this. See, like the testing part, and then it's gonna just rip up. For anyone who trades this one, let's just get rid of this. For anyone who trades this, it's a nice Asia. You can trade it in Asian session if you trade this in Asia on futures. But copper is long for me. I mean, even now, I know I destroyed my entry. I don't know how I closed it without closing it. But usually you get almost a % move in Asia. I prefer it over gold. For gold we looked to take liquidity here, take the high here, and potentially just take these lows to move higher. I know it sounds weird, but on the monthly we have been really not closing above the all-time high. This is the only month that we might. No, 20 days. Anything can happen, 20 days. So on the daily, man, I love how it rejects the mids. But practically on daily, you're gonna look for longs, but I wanna see. Because we just probably started the distribution part. So London was a continuation of Asia. See how it distributes? This was a CPI candle yesterday. So I was looking for days. We take the high here. You see, the inversions are always respected. And the fact that we close within this fair value gap midpoint, I want to see today displacing below it and showing me that we're gonna go for the lows here. Of course, price doesn't have to do what I want to do. Do we have, we don't have any market shift, and we're still gravitating to this point here. So we gotta see what the news today when I do. I'll put the alert here. What do you trade? You can check what you trade. See the 4 hour might break anchor. The reason why I wanted to come here is because I want to take a long from here. But let's see. Is it gonna do the favor? Practically this is a key level we hit. We completed these markets, well, we never had really deep sweeps, so. We have to wait and see what it's gonna do. But I want to see this becoming an inversion. Because we are leaving this back untested levels. If we run hard from here, we will come down harder. Silver comes down. Would be a very interesting day today. Very interesting day. So you see, every time we take a high, we have a retracement. But we didn't retrace back here yet. And I'm looking for this retracement to happen soon, so we can take the long to the highs. That's not a great risk to reward, but maybe something like this. We'll have to give it room. Yeah, metal is doing the same thing. It's platinum. This is the definition of a chop zone. Take the highs. Take the lows. So that's a monthly range. The monthly wave looks gonna cross. Let's see. So we got the high broken here. We don't have any fair value gap. Just a Wixie capital here. Wixieville. Yeah, I don't know. I had a position here, but I closed it. I had it on the inversion here. I closed somewhere here, but I don't know. I wouldn't. I want to see direction. This, of course, you can trade it from here to here. How many days it takes to go from there to there? Must be just 74 days. So you have to, I don't know. I'm not that patient. My palladium comes back to entry. Let's put an alert here. We have been waiting for this after the initial long from here. Let's see. I like that yellow X there. I wanna see another one during news. I wanna see this thing. And another yellow X on this time frame or lower, like 50 minutes. The more of them I see, the more I know that they're just pushing it here. And we will want to see New York today's magic trick here. This, but on the other side. Let's see, yeah. Something like this. And rotate it back. I mean, the 50 minutes looks good. Daily, not yet. Weekly is good. Yeah, we want this wave to come up, but we want to see it coming up only when it hits our level. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Mr. Oil still running. Mr. Oil is still running. It's the same thing. If you notice, oil has been bouncing here. Let's well, if you chat with me, I'm not gonna end it soon. I will not go as fast as I'm going now. What do you want I show? I want to show oil now. If you are interested, I think this is quite interesting. Charting oil is my weekend hobby. Anything. So okay, so let's start the oil from the beginning. So that's our monthly, yeah, let's see oily stuff. The oily stuff, Andy, I mean, I know it's not cool for our cars, or for our cars it's good, but for our pocket it's not that good, I guess. But I see it higher, and I will explain why. So see, this is the monthly range. We came into discount, we pumped like this was last year pump. 23, yeah. For your car is awesome, for your pocket is not that awesome. That is what I meant. Yeah, now I put lines, but I will explain. So this is our range. We get the reversal here. You see we broke this high on the monthly. I will show you also the TP Mint part of this, because what I trade with TP Mint goes hand in hand. So do you see the monthly green dot? Now you will see something different. So this was a, again, we are monthly, we have monthly direction is bullish. We break structure here. This is our second target, and then the last target on this range, what it is. Ah, you guessed it, you are smart, man, all time high. So I might have to buy some barrel and put it in my closet, or I don't know. hide it somewhere. But I see us coming here, and you see, like when it broke down, it never violate the midpoint of this order block. Still, you know, maintain the higher low here, and then every time we push, we holding this bullish fair value gap, but you will see now all the 4 hours. Look at the 4 hours where they happen. And you see, I speak about yellow eggs, but they're only good when they are close to the point of interest. You see, when this one was on the point of interest, you get the reaction. You see? Yes. See, point of interest, 4 hour breaking, and this is where the monthly starts to be bullish. So that's why it's good to have like price action. Well, let's don't call it background, but understanding, and then blend it with what you make it yours. Basically, that's what I'm trading in a nutshell. And then you see when we tap here on the daily, so we have intermediate target here. So I'll be longing these until there. I know it's not the best entry. I entered here on 25th of June. I have a screenshot, I will share it. I even took profit here on this one. But you see, you take all these lows, and I guarantee you, okay, this one. Let's change the line color. Let's make it yellow. Go to the 1 hour. Actually, you know this is not the yellow X. Yes, it's on a personal account, but also in a competition. The screenshot I would say is on a screenshot, the competition account. This is how I'm testing my stuff. Hard to see the yellow X?
Excuse me.
I will make it easier, friend. This was the line we're painting yellow. And now you see it, isn't it? Yeah, I told you, like I've seen this when I was doing the replay mode. And then I've seen it again and again and again. I'm like, this is not random. Finally, there is a use case about it. And all cobbles together. See, yellow X, point of interest here. These are usually candles. You like to trade the reversal of them. But let's don't confuse you with this, keep it simple. So we are on the daily. So we bounce from here. Intermediate target was one here. I didn't took, but I took the entry on top of this. Inversion. Then when you start paying attention to the inversions, you will start to see that most of my trades are inversions. Once it's confirmed that this bearish bias is gone, it's only gonna go up. So I take that one. You see now, look to the left, equal highs here, random equal highs everywhere. 86.29. I mean, this is good. We can look for longs today because we took already the daily high, which is a liquidity, the easiest liquidity to take, but still daily is coming up. I hope that the news give us an anchor and breaks so we can take the long. But oil is only up and to the right from my. Yeah, they're all random. So let's place two random highs here, just for, you know, how is the resistance. EJ is the resistance. You have to put your stop loss here, okay? So I can put my sell order when I take profit. Yeah, I mean, there are many targets to take profits, and this is like, because you didn't take these or the fair value gaps here or the inversion over here, so this is like at least 4 entries. You can, well, I'm not gonna say that now it's an entry, but on a D15 you can take this because we haven't reset the daily wave yet, the 15 wave. Let me make my colors brighter. Maybe a hidden bull or something. That's our monthly open. Or was the target here, isn't it? I have to see what I put. I think if I am expecting the news to weak us down, and maybe that's too extreme, but maybe something that like gives you like a hidden bull or something. And this area makes sense because it's the fair value gap. Daily is anchored, so we can actually hunt for, well, maybe we had a 1 hour 1 minute play. We had. But it doesn't break him down, it's still anchored. It's gonna flick like this. Do you see the Zevia with caffeine just enters the market? Let me see it on the higher time frame though. So Andy, if I would have taken an entry, the lowest I would look to take along is from here, because it's a daily inversion. Well, maybe. And this is the equal highs. So this is the previous day high that we had at random. So let's see, do we have chance to come there? Yeah, I mean, we get these equal lows. It's just, if we do not take those, Are we going higher? If it's just a quick wick, I'm okay with it. So my greediest entry would have been like the lows, which I don't think. I want to see also how it reacts. But more realistic entry. More realistic. Does it give us at least 2? It gives. Because if you put it here, yeah, it will be a sweep. That's what I don't want to. We are bullish on Boyle, yes. But I feel this is possible with news like PPI, red news. Like, I think it's very possible you get the sweep here. Yeah, it's very obvious for stop loss. I mean, something like this. And still, you see, I'm trying to squeeze at least 2. Yeah. If it moves and comes here, I will be waiting a retracement to enter, or just take a scalp, something else. But it seems like the 5 minute. The 5 minute will reset the. We'll probably run the highs first. And it seems that it's gonna try to take the highs first. Which for a long you don't want to see that. Okay, from now on they will be called the purple X's. I mean, this move completes the daily range from here to here. So maybe at best we're gonna see a retracement from taking this and then taking it higher. Just saying. If they're gonna run this high, try to find an entry here and your stop loss should be below the structure. Because we know the targets are higher, so it will be just a retracement. But if the agenda is to run these mysteriously equal highs first, then we just want to try to take the hidden bull, the continuation of that move. But you see this thing just grows. This is not breaking down, man. I'm a very bad market cipher reader, but this to me looks just, the wagon is just anchoring to the track and it will just go. This is when you are waiting the pullback and it never comes, you know. And then when you finally enter here, it just goes lower. So probably a 5 minute like hidden bull or something. Or because if it's a bullish divergent, then you probably do a lower low. So maybe if it does like this and then the momentum is maybe, and then target this. But whatever you take, make sure don't you ever take a trade without being these 2. If you take less than 2, make sure you're hitting at least 60% of the time. And I forgot to tell you, what these entries I'm showing is not financial advices. What you do with your money is your own thing. Should we use some currency? and it ran without taking the guy. Random yellow X, a random spot, purple X, sorry. You have your point of interest and then you see them appear like magic. When you see this, I see that you have them all on your chart, e.g. So pay attention to them, like when you have your levels, pay attention where you see them. And when you have the sessions on also. It was on the previous video, I don't know if you've seen it, but we can go through it. I call it the yellow extract. But I've been going with the replayer tool. So you know the Judas trade, basically London takes Asia low and then it reverses. You will see this is a signature. You will see it quite often. And you will see it's always, there is liquidity always below it. It will tell, okay, here why didn't go higher? Well, look left also. I know it sounds like, you know, controversial or like, yeah, but once you start to like putting them in context with something, like you have this monthly fair value gap, of course we are now on the 5 minutes, so you will see a lot of taps. It happens on the Asia low, magic. It happens on your monthly fair value gap, magic. On your Asia low again. Might be a coincidence. Why it only appears on a liquidity point. You see, they usually say that London manipulates. And I shit you not, like most of the X's you get are on London. So this might be a red one. How do I know that? Hey, it's again here. This is the lunch. New York lunch. That's why I don't have it highlighted. Same idea. Now I'm very curious for this now. It's random, isn't it? I will look for this today though. The fact that we didn't take in those with this, it may suggest that we are gonna go back. But I don't know how bad these news are actually in 15 minutes. I have no clue. know how bad they can be, but you know, in 15 minutes we will know. Because this doesn't show you. You feel to go long here? Anything on these? Maybe, at best. At best. That's what I ask. Well, I have it on Discord. That's what I gave here. Let's see. Let's see. I haven't traded euro for some time. But the only logical place is that there. And for Nasdaq, RJ, EJ, sorry, RJ. Why I can say RJ? I will wait to see a random X appear here. You see, I have my buy limits here ready. Waiting. This is paper money, huh? This is not real. It's paper trading. I'm just taking them to show that I take them on my account also. Yeah, well, this is a daily fair value gap. This is a daily, but you see, we took the day. We take the day. What I'm feeling it will do, it will just retrace. It will. I mean, you missed the first part, but ES looks way stronger than Nasdaq. So ideally, I would like ES to have a bloodbath also. But from the previous times, we saw that ES doesn't follow Nasdaq actually that heavily. See, very shallow retracements. Very shallow retracements. Okay, now if you compare them with Nasdaq, you can see it was more aggressive. Okay, so somebody buys Nvidia hardly, like that's the only logic. So I'm expecting something similar. So I'm expecting Nasdaq to be more violent on this area. Ideally, it can come to the inversion for sure. But if you start coming this deep in the range, is like how much do you have left in you going higher? That's always my question. Like when you have these very deep retracements. But keep an eye on this. When you compare ES with NQ, are you looking at it? Yes. Futures charts are the only real prices. When you see CFDs, they are derived from here. So it's like you're buying a product of this chart. So I don't know, it doesn't even make sense to see those levels are incorrect. You will see like you will see like gold on I will say this because I have to go, but like look at gold here on a CFD. Okay, this is, we never taken that trade, but this is gold on the CFD. Okay, now look it on the futures. It never went above that. It actually rejects from both the bearish fair value gap and the inversion. See how it came and hit the inversion to the tick. So if you prefer, I can make the stream a bit later than what I do usually, so you can join. You see the difference now on the chart is, yeah, it's so different. And then people say, why even the euro, I charted here, oh my god, this thing is flying. I charted there and then I traded here too. Very different. We are just displacing above this high on the futures chart, but here is it's already taking the highs, which is not true. Price is not did that yet. So I'll try to shift it a bit later, so it will be updated. And I think Andy can join that time too, and then I'll try to make it to be fitting all of you guys. But see random highs here also, random highs. This will be a hard one to get off. This one. No worries, Jay. Thank you for coming. And everyone who is in the stream. But I have to go. I have to start preparing for the New York Open. But I share my ideas, what I'm looking. You were not in Discord in the morning. I was live streaming and show the exact bottom on the copper. Somehow if you scroll back in the stream when I put the alerts, it closed. I don't know why, and it went to a short. But I FOMO'd in again. You too, man. Have a very green trading day. So see you on Monday. I hope you are in Discord on Monday. I'll do maybe a London streams too. And pay attention on the X's. Bye bye.